What's up, everybody? It's Friday, and today I was trying to figure out what in the world to record for today's episode, and I just thought I'd go ahead and get back on Dodson Logging. I really want to get that wood chip area filled up so we can see how much fits in there and start selling it. So yeah, because once we get it filled up, what I'm planning on doing is just loading up trucks and hauling them over to the sell point. I may do. It's possible I may do some kind of like a conveyor belt system. I'm not sure. I have to get that set up and see if that works. But we've got a couple of trucks already ready to go today, and so we'll just get started. And we're just about out of logs, so we'll have to get a few more cut and get them skidded up. But let's go ahead and get this truck over there to the wood chip storage area, and we can kind of talk about that when we get there. We're just before daybreak, or I guess it's a little after 5 in the morning here, so it's starting to get light. All the lights are still on though. I think those kick off probably around 5:30, 6 a.m. I think. Not exactly sure myself. Let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, let's just go for that back corner again. We're just about to the point to where we're gonna have to just start dumping everything at the opening. And I wish whenever I was designing this that I had made the opening a little bit narrower. But we'll make do. Get this truck backed in there. Yeah, so we're well past halfway. Yeah, let me just look at something right quick here. I don't think I worked any off camera since the last video. Well, it's like maybe I did. I'll have to make sure I keep that updated. Looks like I did about 6 loads between Monday's video and today's video, so I'll make sure those are added in there. Got to keep track. It's a lot big area to fill up. So I was trying to work as much as possible off camera, not to where all of a sudden boom we're done, But at least we can move it along a little bit, because it'd be several videos if we didn't work off camera. And I'm also still working on Pacific Inlet, so don't forget about that. I haven't forgot about it. I'm planning on doing another high-speed logging video on that pretty soon. I've got to get up to 20 hours of gameplay recorded, and I'm not really sure where I'm at right now, but it's not quite 20. I think I'm probably sitting around 15 or 16 right now, I think. So a little bit more to go on that one. And then we'll have another high-speed logging video for Pacific Inlet. And I tell you, the rate I've been going, it's kind of seeming doubtful now that I'm going to cut the whole map before Farming Simulator 19 comes out. We'll see what we can do. Maybe I can, I don't know, gosh, I may just have to schedule some time off from work so I can play or something, I don't know. I will be taking off a week in July, because I've got the 4th of July holiday falls on a Wednesday this year, and I've got that day off, and I've planned on just taking the rest of the week off. So we'll see how that goes, and that's if we don't go out of town anywhere. The wife's wanting to go somewhere, so I think we may be headed out of town, which means I won't get anything done. Oh well. It's not a problem, because I need to get away and have a proper vacation anyway. I haven't really done that lately. Occasionally I'll travel for work and be gone for a week, or go to a conference or something, so but that's it's fun part of the time, but then other part of the time I am still at work, so those are nice little getaways too. But it'd be nice just not to worry about anything work related, and just kick back and relax. So that's what we're gonna do. May go do some hiking somewhere and that sort of thing. That's silenced. Oh, these dang robocalls. Call my cell phone. They false. Well, they make it look like it's my number calling. So I hate those things. Anyway, I had to get that turned off. Yeah, so this method here is not too bad. I really wish though that I could have loaded up those wood chippers onto a trailer and just like we tried earlier and truck them over here and then offload them directly into the wood chip pile, but for some reason that didn't want to work. Which I guess that's all right. We're getting there. We're getting pretty close to filling this thing up. I'm probably gonna be selling that big Caterpillar 994 though. That thing is it's too big, and it doesn't really fill up good either. You kind of gotta take several attempts at filling it up, and with that smaller one you just make one little pass and get it filled up, and it's nothing to it. And once we get this thing filled up and then emptied again, I'm gonna probably we'll get on to some other things. We'll go over to the plantation. We'll harvest some of those for logs. We'll bring them back to the sawmill and actually get the the lumber pallet thing going, that sawmill going. We'll sell some logs. We'll probably do some more wood chips too, but we'll definitely do some different things. We need to do some swamp logging too. I've got that area, that big swampy area, that's be good. Alright, that one's not quite filled up. I didn't think we had enough. I didn't look to see. But this one is empty. So let's fill up this first truck. Oh, no, not over there. Yep. Oh, no, no. Go this way. Yep, there we go. Alright. And that one should be full too. So let's go back over here and see if we can't get us at least up to 140,000. That give us 2. Alright, why is that one not getting that? Oh. Didn't have it low enough. Yeah, these wood chippers and the stump grinder by FTR Logging, they're really nice. I like those things. Yeah, everybody, I want to make an announcement here. I'm just about to the point, and it's it's not nothing against anybody, but I'm just about to the point now to where if I put a link to a mod up on that mods used spreadsheet I have in the video description, and the link's broken or something, I don't think I'll be trying too hard to update that. I just don't have time to keep up with all that anymore. I mean, those guys that I get those mods from on Facebook, usually they put them on a Dropbox or something, and then after a while it seems like they disable the Dropbox link or move it or something, so the link gets broken, and I just don't have time to keep up with that. Like I've said before, all of these mods can be found somewhere because I found them, and so the best thing to do is to, if you don't have Facebook, I guess you're just kind of out of luck, but I subscribe to several Facebook groups, and the main one that you want to use for all the logging mods is Farming Simulator Loggers, that group. Look that up on Facebook and join it. They always post a bunch of good stuff on there. That's usually where I find my mods, and I subscribe to a few others. There's Reapers that does like some nice Ford trucks and stuff. I'm trying to think of some of the others. Well, there's several. I mean, there's a bunch that I subscribe to, and that's where I get all my mods. Usually, unless you find them on like Mod Hub or I think there are several other mod sites out there. But I mean, yeah, I guess it'd be nice for everybody to just click the link and go download it. You know, but I don't know. I'm running out of time. I just don't have time to track down those mods anymore, and I don't really feel like it's my place to upload them to a Dropbox or something like that. You know, I would always feel like I would need to, even though it's been released publicly, I would always feel like I need to contact the mod you know, creator and say, hey, is it okay if I put it on my downloads because everybody's wanting it and this and that. And I just don't have time for that anymore. You know, it's right now with my full-time job and then doing yard work at you know, when my yard needs mowing and there's other things around the house that need, you know, I just don't have time. So it's just not worth my time to track those things down and update the links or upload them. You know, I mean, I'm doing good right now just to get the videos recorded. So unfortunately, I think that's going to be it. Once I post them onto that mods used, if the link gets broken, I'll probably just take it down or something. I don't know, or just take the link out. So sorry, I just don't have time to track all those things down. But they're out there. I mean, most of them. Like I said, some of those they post on Dropbox. Those Dropbox links usually get taken down after a while, but what I may try to do though is, well, usually what I'll do is I'll put where I found them, like on a certain Facebook group or something. I'll put the group there. What I may start doing is putting the, you know, if they have a YouTube page or YouTube channel, or maybe the creator's name, maybe you can hunt them down somehow, I don't know, and ask them if they can put a link back up or send it to you or something, I don't know, but I just don't have time for all that. I mean, sometimes I really wish that I had more time to do stuff, because, you know, I've got several map ideas that I want to do and just don't have time to even get started on them. Maybe when it gets colder again, when I can not have yard work to do and other things outside to do, and it's just inside most of the time, maybe, but right now I just don't even have time to do maps. Because I finished up this Dodson Logging map. It seemed like it was maybe February, or I don't know, I can't remember now when I released it, but it was, you know, I worked on it mostly during the winter. And also, I'm involved in a couple of different groups outside of work. Playing my church orchestra, so there's that plus rehearsals, and then here starting up pretty soon, the town where I live in has a little community band, and I play in that too. So that's gonna be starting up rehearsals pretty soon for our patriotic concert that we do every year. So I'm looking forward to that, which is going to eat up even more time. So usually from about, let's see, about May to early July, usually I'm pretty busy. Because of those things, I'll have both rehearsals, concerts. There's a big festival in town that's associated with our community band concert, so we always go to that every year. it's just a lot of stuff. I mean, and then on top of that, vacation, you know, so. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to think about my vacation because we've got our patriotic concert that first week of July. Oh well, get that one figured out. Always something. So you kids that are out there watching, treasure your free time while you've got it, because once you hit about college, I guess, maybe even high school, depending on how much you're involved in things, your free time drastically reduces. And then I don't have kids, but I could only imagine if you had kids, you know, then it's even more, because you'll have birthday parties and other parties, school functions. If they're in the sports, you know, they got, I don't know, soccer, baseball, football, whatever it is, you know, it's just tons of stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, once you get out of college, for sure, at least for me, it really, you start working. I mean, the days go by fast, and you get married, and your wife wants you to do stuff, and just, oh boy, it's never ending. Alright, so let's see here, let's get back. I'm just gonna hop out of here. I think we had our, there it is. We'll make a few loads with this thing. I don't want to spend a ton of time because I can do this off camera, but just to kind of give you an idea of what I do. I don't know if I've shown this off other than in the time-lapse stuff, but so this bucket here holds about 10,000 liters, I think. I gotta turn that off. Hold on. That's still not good. Alright, there we go. Had to turn off my joy to key because it's the camera's screwed up. I still hadn't fixed that yet. Just don't have time. Yeah, so it holds I guess really about 11,000 liters, because it's 99% it won't go any higher than that, and it's about 10,900, so probably about 11,000. So what I've been doing is I just kind of have kept up this little ramp up to the top, and then I'll just drive over here to the edge and dump it over. And I think I'm just going to start working towards this corner, and I'll just kind of fill it in like that, and I'll keep working all the way over to the corner and then back over. And it may seem kind of like maybe I just need to scoop up the wood chips and go straight forward, but I can't. This thing doesn't maneuver too well. It's not very powerful either, so I think going up the ramp and over is going to be the best way. Plus, this kind of frees up some more room for when I back in the truck, I can offload. And this is kind of a nice way for filling in holes and stuff too, because you can just drop that bucket, and if it's already level like where we're at now, it won't dip. I mean, it won't tip over into there. It just holds them in the bucket. And whenever you reach an area that's, you know, not completely full, it goes ahead and dumps them out. So it's pretty nice. And I kind of like doing it this way too. It's you know, repetitive and kind of tedious, but it's kind of relaxing too at the same time. And eventually, of course, I'll have to fill in my ramp, but we're not quite to that point yet. So let's see if we can kind of fill in some over here. So you can just kind of inch forward and it fills it all in. We may have enough with what we got on the ground over there to get to that corner. Let's see if we can do that. Now selling all this stuff's gonna be fun. What I'm thinking, I may try. Maybe I'll set up another game or something and just give it a try with all the conveyor belts. Maybe I can get about 4 or 5 or 6 conveyor belts going, and we can just conveyor them over there. You know what? We may be able to get up here. I'd hate to get stuck though. We could at least fill in a little bit. These machines on these wood chip piles are kind of bad about high centering, so I'm a little bit worried about getting high centered and getting stuck. That would at least save us from having to drive up the ramp and over, and kind of fill it in a little. You know, this is pretty fun. I think besides this map, Dodson Logging, I think the only other map that I've ever seen that's got a big wood chip storage area like this is Ridgecrest. And I was looking forward to filling that one up, but somehow the guy that made Ridgecrest, or the team that made Ridgecrest map, they messed up the tip collision, and so about halfway into the big storage area, it wouldn't tip anything in there, so I couldn't fill it up. That kind of sucked. So just out of luck on that one. So I said, well, when I'm making my map, I'm gonna make a big old wood chip storage area, and I mean bigger than the one he had, and see how big we can make it, how many wood chips it'll take. Oops, well, that didn't work. Oh, there went the lights. Yep, so okay, so 5:30, that's when they cut off. I was thinking it was either 5:30 or 6 a.m., somewhere right in there. Oh, well. Yeah, we're gonna make it just barely. So let's try to get just a little bit more of this cleaned up so when we back our trucks in, we can have a little bit more room to offload. And now I needed to hurry up and get Dale. I'm going to speed up time just a little bit. Aha. So now that, oh wait, the lights came back on. What? That was strange. Not quite sure why the lights came back on. Unless it was overcast or something. Those lights use a script that is a giant script. It's the one where like all the building lights and stuff that they have, the in-game giants buildings and things. When it gets dark, the interior lights and whatever exterior lights, all that comes on automatically. So I use the same script, so I'm not sure why they came back on. Yeah, I'm still really debating on how I'm going to sell all this stuff. I mean, on the one hand, I think kind of the conveyor belt system's in a way cheating, and then on the other hand, this little bucket loader that's right over there to the left of the wood chip pile, that's kind of fun to operate, so I may end up using that. Even though it would take a lot longer, possibly. I mean, you get 7,000 liters per scoop, and I'm not sure, you know, what ratio that might be when you compare it to the conveyor belts. But I would think it would probably be a little faster to load it with the bucket loader. I mean the excavator type loader. Alright, let's get maybe about 3 or 4 more scoops here, and then we'll go cut us down some more trees and get them skidded up so we can get maybe just a couple more loads before we have to call it a day. Yeah, I wish we had a front end loader that was somewhere between this, was this 980, yeah, 980 and the 994. I can't remember if it's like a 988 maybe, or 9, I can't remember all the model numbers. I used to know a few of them. It'd be nice to have something kind of in between this one and the big 994. I'll have to do some looking around online and see if I can find anything. I got this one from Wood Meadow Farms. You can kind of see there on the back side where it says WMF Excavating. They've made quite a few. In fact, this D11 dozer back there is from them too. Alright, let's get this one and maybe one more, and then we'll head off, get us some more trees cut. I've got a fellow buncher over there waiting. Get a few more trees cut down, bunched up, and then we'll get them skidded, and then see if we can't make maybe about maybe 3 or 4 more truckloads in here. Just depends on how our time goes. Yeah, I'm still guessing that we're going to be right around probably 28 million liters in here. It's probably, I think 28's my number. Because we were a little bit over halfway at 17. And so I know there's not 34 in here. I don't think it's even 30. I think it's going to be right about 28. Maybe somewhere between 26, 28. find our feller buncher. I probably, there it is. I was gonna say I may have went the wrong way, but found it. All right, let me get my jointed key set back up real quick. All right, that should get us. You can see some of this forest foliage that's on the ground where I'm laying the trees at. I found that, and I had seen that on a different map. I think, let's see, what map was that? It seemed like it may have been Ridgecrest even. I found these little pine tree looking things, and I used them in some other areas, but I think I was just kind of playing around, and I forgot to come back and take them out whenever I was finishing up the map, but it's okay. Adds a little something. Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting on to some other things too besides these wood chips, because there's lots of other areas on this map that are pretty cool and I haven't even got to play with myself yet. I've been seeing some screenshots every once in a while, some guys I'll see like on Farming Simulator Loggers Facebook group, or you know, some other groups I'm on Facebook. I'll see them post some pictures. I'm like, well, I don't even recognize my own map sometimes, and then somebody will ask, what map is that? And they'll say it's Dodson Logging. I'm like, oh, look at there, it's my map. But some guys are playing it. I mean, I haven't looked lately to see on, see, I forget which, was it modland.net? I think I uploaded it too. I need to go back there and see how many downloads there have been. The last time I looked, it seemed like that was maybe close to 600 downloads. So some people are definitely playing it, and I'm glad the word's getting out, and I'm guessing that maybe some of the new subscribers that I've had lately has been from, you know, people that have maybe seen the map or downloaded it and wanted to come check me out, my videos. So if that's the case, then I appreciate the new subscribers, which reminds me, let's do something right quick. Okay, so we're up to 477. That's a couple more since I last looked. So we're rapidly approaching 500, and looking forward to that, and that'll get us the halfway point. And I was worried that I wasn't going to be getting this many by this time of the year. I may have to do something to kind of help speed that along too. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something when I reach 1,000 subscribers. That's probably what I'll do. I'll have to figure out something good. So let's just bank on that. Let's y'all get the word out. Maybe I'll do a video when I reach 500. But y'all start spreading the word with all your friends and family and everybody that whenever we reach 1,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel for NLA Gaming, we're going to do a giveaway. It'll be something kind of nice. It won't be terribly expensive or big or anything, but it'll be something nice. I'll be thinking about that from between now and then. But like I've always said, the folks that come watch the videos and have been around a long time and subscribe to me and leave me comments, you know, y'all are what makes the channel. So I'm always going to be looking to give something back. Can we reach this one? Maybe, yeah. Just barely. Well, see, I probably won't do a video when I reach 500. I mean, I may do something, some kind of special little video or something, but I won't make any kind of announcement at that time because it will still be quite a ways off, unless we start really picking up steam and, you know, get to like 700 or 800 by end of June or something crazy like that. You know, well, then I'll be looking at doing some kind of video announcing the giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. But let's look and see how many trees we've cut down. Okay, so we're almost to 1,000. We're getting close to 1,000 trees cut down so far on this map. I've cut down 13. I think it takes about roughly 8 trees, I think, fills up one of those chippers, maybe 8 or 9. So if we're only at 13, we need to cut down at least 5 more, maybe 10 or 15 more. And this is one of the bigger trees here I just cut. This is one of those stage 5 pines. So that'll help things. So that's more than 25,000 liters right there. I think it's more like 30. Haven't looked at one by itself to know, but you can tell the stage 5s because when you look at them from the air, they're a lot taller. But also, let's see if I can get a good example here. Okay. So the tree to my left, the one I'm headed straight for, that's a stage 5. Now the one I'm pointing at now is a stage 4. And you can kind of see it's a few feet taller and it's got more brown on it. Kind of, the bark's more brown. You can tell those are stage 5s. That's how you can tell. And I scattered a few of those around. Then over there in the plantation, I put a whole plantation of those. Make sure I don't catch that and don't cut it prematurely. And so the dead one that I just cut, or the first one I just cut was a dead one. It's laying there on the left. That's a stage 6. Whenever you're building maps in Giants, it's got different stages of growth. And we'll take a look at this too compared to the stage 5. So again, stage 6 is closest to us. Stage 5, you can see how much longer it is. It's a good bit longer. Okay, yeah, I thought we were getting close to that little road up there. Get my camera back right. Yeah, here lately, whenever I've been running this fellow buncher, I think about I watch a YouTuber called Cotton Top 3, and he's a logger over Mississippi, not far from me. And he makes, well, he puts up videos every day, and for the most part, they're about his logging business, TDK Logging, and sometimes he does other stuff like, I don't know, putting in a water line and cutting down trees in people's yards and stuff. But for the most part, it's about his logging business. And they have a Tiger Cat feller buncher. It's a L830C, and he's been running that lately. And they've been in some thick jungle-looking stuff. I mean, I don't know if what's going on with that. I mean, it looks like maybe a first thinning or something, and the company they worked for maybe just didn't, you know, or either they didn't or they haven't yet, you know, like run a fire through there or some herbicide or something to kill off some of that stuff. It's a jungle in there. I don't even know how he sees to cut the trees. Alright, well that should be enough trees, and we've got about 15 minutes left on the video, so I'm just going to go ahead and park this thing right over here. And we'll hop in our skidder. If I can find it. Always go the wrong way. There it is. And let me get oriented. Alright. Let me get on this other side of the stump. So hopefully whenever I hook these up, I can go grab that other bunch up there too. Get them away from that stump, and then maybe I can hook up these. I certainly love this cable skidder. It sure makes it easy. You can skid so many trees at one time. Whoever figured out this cable winch thing to make it work, they're a genius in my book, because they've saved a bunch of people a bunch of time. To get that load right there with a grapple skidder, it'd probably take about 3 or 4 trips. Yeah, looks like we left one. It's a small one anyway, but I'll go ahead and hook it up. Well, guess I'll just have to unhook that one and get it on the way out. Doesn't want to cooperate. Just like that. You gotta kind of manipulate these things somehow. They'll kind of swing back and forth left to right, and you can kind of catch it just right and sometimes get them hooked up. Man, it's so foggy I can't even see where the trucks are. There they are. Alright, come on. Alright, let's see what we got here. About half, and that one's probably about 60 something. And this one's, yep, empty, empty, empty. All right. You can see how quickly we go through trees. So that's the other problem is these wood chippers are nice, but they devour trees in a matter of seconds. So keeping a good supply of trees up here is a little tough sometimes, because as fast as I can skid them, the wood chipper just eat them up faster than I can skid them, I guess I should say. Because look at that, that's about 90, and then there's almost 200. I mean, just in 2 little bites, those piles of logs are gone. Alright, well, I'm going to get these couple of trucks unloaded, and maybe we got time for one more. We may be able to get 3 in. But I'm getting pretty close to time here, and I've got to get on to some other things, so it won't be long. We may try taking the truck up on top of the pile next time and dumping back over, because I think we got enough room up there now. We can back up there and try to fill up that back corner. Yeah, this must be, all this fog or whatever must be why the lights are on. It must recognize in the game that it's foggy and it keeps the lights on. I've never really paid attention to it when I was playing other maps, you know, like Goldcrest or something like that, that had the scripts where the lights came on automatically. I just never paid attention. I guess that must be what it is. Yeah, so let's get this truck and one more, and then we'll have to call it a video for today. But in case I forget towards the end, don't forget, number 1, hit that subscribe button. Help me out getting to my 1,000 subscribers again, so I can, or not again, but get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get my videos monetized again. And also, if you'd like to make a one-time donation, I've got a PayPal.me account set up. You can just drop me a few bucks if you want to help support the channel. And then if you want to do it on a more monthly basis, I've got a Patreon page that I also will be doing some cool giveaway stuff there once I reach a certain number of patrons. I think right now I'm up to about only about 2 or 3. But once we reach 10 patrons over there, I'm going to start doing some monthly giveaways. And that'll happen every month, as long as we stay either up to 10 patrons or I've got enough money. We'll have to see how it goes, but just a way to say thanks for supporting the channel, and a way to give back to the supporters, you know, and just do something a little for them. So, but and then also I want to wish everybody a happy weekend. Make sure, you know, if you got big plans, hope everything goes good, and have an enjoyable weekend. So y'all stay safe and have a good time this weekend. Whoa. This truck turns kind of funny sometimes, especially when you got a heavy load behind it. I've had no telling how many times where I've been hauling stuff like fellow bunchers or grapper loaders or something, and I've taken a turn too fast or hit something funny and truck kind of flew around. I couldn't get backed up fast enough. Well, too bad it was really foggy. Maybe by the time we play next time, I'll try to make a few more loads, maybe get the sun on up and get some of this fog burned off. But we'll take a look before we leave back at the... oh, I did it again. I wasn't paying attention. We'll take a look at the wood chip area before we close today and kind of take a look at things, see where we're at. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let that be filling up. We've already got the other one. Looks like it's ready to go, so whenever we hop in next time, or at least, well, whenever I do, we'll have that truck ready to go. Both of them, probably. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. Alright, so off camera, I'm going to try to make a few more loads, get a bunch of trees cut down, have them ready, so next time we can make a bunch of loads and try to get this thing filled up, because we don't lack much. I mean, I'd say, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 more videos, possibly, unless I do a big time lapse or something and really get it filled up. But there's a fair amount. What I may try to do too is get this wood chipper started back up, and maybe I'll get the big trailer. That's not a big one. That's one of the 70,000s. I've got a 150,000 liter that I can put in there. So maybe we'll try that. But I'll have to get this one fired back up and get some more logs in there. We've only got 25,000. But I'm out of logs, so it's not going to work. Alright, well, we made some progress today. Got, I'm not sure, I wasn't keeping count of how many loads, but it was several. And we're just about to fill this back corner, back there in the right corner, get that filled up. And let's see, I'll probably just continue working on towards this wall right over here, and then eventually back towards that corner, then back towards the entrance again. Then we'll have to fill in all this in the middle, and then of course get our ramp filled in. But yeah, we still got a little ways to go, but I think maybe just about maybe a couple more time-lapse videos that I've been doing, those little short ones, and then maybe 2 or 3 of the just normal where we can talk about things, and we should be getting close to having it filled up, so I'm looking forward to that. And probably what I'll do is I think I did make the tip collision. I cut it off right about where the entrance is, so I'm sure it'll spill over like it's been doing over here, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'll have to debate whether or not I want to have it spill on over or just reach a point and be like, okay, that's it, we're done. So I'll think about that a little bit, but it'll be fun selling it all. I think, like I said, I really like using this little bucket scooper thing. It's kind of fun to do. So anyway, like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and stay tuned because we are going to be filling this thing up shortly. and we'll be selling it all. See how many, I don't know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not sure how much we'll get out of here, but we'll see what we do. And anyway, y'all have a good weekend. Talk to you on Monday. Take care.